Hello everyone, Praise Good here, and welcome back to more Ocarina of Time. Last time, we cleaned out the Forest Temple, and now we have a lot of in-between things we can do at this point in the game that I'm going to try and handle in as quickly a manner as possible so we can just go temple to temple to temple after this. So first things first, I gotta remember how it is. Wait. I didn't even look at the cheat sheet. I'm good. So first things first, we're actually going to head over to the Temple of Time after freezing the entire town square. I went the wrong way. Because much like with the Minuet of Forest, we are going to be acquiring and using and abusing many, and I mean many, songs that will allow us to warp throughout Hyrule. Now, for this one to actually trigger, you do need to have beaten the Forest Temple before it allows you to come back here and do this. At any point after that, you're free game to do this. You destroy the wicked creatures that haunted the temple and awaken the sage. But there are still other sages who need your help. In order to awaken all other sages, you must become even more powerful. You must travel over mountains, underwater, and even through time. If you want to return to your original time, to return the Master Sword to the Pedestal of Time. By doing this, you will travel back in time 7 years. If you want to challenge the mighty foes you've defeated again, make for the bed in your childhood home. In the realm of your dreams, you should be able to face them anew. The time will come when you have to return here quickly. I will teach this to you for when that time comes. The song to return you to the Temple of Time, the Prelude of Light. Watch me botch this up horribly hard the first time I have to use it. Even though it's super simple. So I do recommend, if you're, like I said, if you're playing along, follow along with me the best you can, but I recommend you come here at this point as such, or you come along to this place at this point to get the Prelude of Light, because it will make moving about Hyrule so much quicker. As long as you hold the Ocarina of Time and the Master Sword, you hold time itself in your hands. Time is tangible? Hold up. Link, we shall meet again. You could just ask me to turn around and I would stop looking. Anyway. So with that all done, the next step in what I want to do is trying to think of the order of how I want to do things. Okay, next thing I want to do is we'll head back to Kakariko Village to handle a couple things at once. I'm going to get a couple things, and then we're going to kind of speed run through some of the side questy things. So, again, I'll meet you back at Kakariko. Alright, so back here in Kakariko Village, where everybody is relocated to, and it's very quiet. I think it'd be this quiet this early in the morning. There is things we're going to try and do, and I'm going to try and do it in a quote-unquote right order, but I might mess this up in the long run. So first things first, we're going to get this chicken on a bottle spot. And then we're going to go turn in one of our Skulltulas rewards, because we have gotten 50, which is enough for 1 or 2. Yeah, I don't remember which ones we've talked to so far. I think it's this guy in the upper right. Yep, that gets you the heart piece. And again, I will repeat what I've said before. If you're not going for 100%, but still want to have, maximum hearts, if you've been following along, you're done collecting gold Skulltulas at this point. All you will get from this guy is kind of like how I don't remember the guy's name in Twilight Princess. Basically, the reward you're going to get from collecting all the Poe souls in Twilight Princess is going to be the same as you get from this guy in Ocarina of Time. Buko Bucks. Like, you will never run out of money. Level of Buko Bucks. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is something we don't need to do for some time. I think we can trigger it now, but I will apologize if we can't trigger it right this minute. So remember how a guy was very upset that about a kid with an ocarina? Hi.
What? You have got no ocarina? What the heck? That reminds me of that time 7 years ago. Back then, a mean kid came here and played a strange song. Messed up this windmill.
And a lot of times when I think of Legend of Zelda songs, this is the one that stands out the most to me. Even though it's just this short little 15-20 second melody, this one like rings through the truest out of all the melodies I can think of. Now, the Song of Storms is one, makes the windmill go crazy, and if you stand here long enough on the pedestal, I think Link gets a little sick. I mean, I'm getting a little sight sick just having to go through this. Imagine having the 3D on for this. Yeah, there you go. Anyway. So you're going to need that to fulfill a prophecy in the future, we'll say. Next up, we actually have our bow and arrow, so we can go play a minigame. You remember how we played with the slingshot as a kid to get a big arrow, or big Deku seed bag? Same thing. We'll play a game, 20 rupees per play. Okay, this game's for grown-ups. Here I will face you, Gary. Take a target from that platform over there. You can hit 10 targets, you get 15 shots. Join up with B, hooray, get a perfect score, good luck. So basically, it's the same as before, but now the pattern is randomized for all the rupees. I missed. That's fine. As long as you get 9 of the 10 targets, you can retry for free. Or if it's 8 it might be 8 out of 10 too as well. Almost. Well, alright. I'll let you try one more time for free. This time, you gotta do it. Thanks for readjusting on me control system. No, hit it. Hit it. I hate gyro controls as is. Don't make me do something I don't want to do. Oh, down. Now I will say on this version it's a lot better because gyro controls are a lot nicer. But I will say on the N64 version, this sucked. Especially if you're somebody like me who just kind of goes full tilt with their control stick. There we go. A big quiver. We're going to want this for something a little bit later. And now for something else. I'm trying to think of how I want to do this, because this is kind of suck. You know what? I hate to do this, but we will get stuff to help with this in the future. So we're going to empty our bottles for something coming up. And I mean all of our bottles, too. But yeah, empty every bottle. Including the one with the bugs. How these bugs have stayed alive for 7 years is a mystery to everybody. But getting bugs back will be a problem, but you will need it for some point later in our escapades, we'll say. Now then, with all that done, we're going to start the side quest. I'm going to see how much of this I can get done in this video, and then we'll work on other stuff next video. But the side quest, you're going to want to have, before you start the side quest, you're going to want to have bare minimum Epona available to you. You can wait a little bit until 2 dungeons from now when you get that key item to follow along. But I'm going to do this a little bit early just to get it out of the way. Anyway, hi Taryn. What in tarnation? Calipers get a little shut-eye around here. Sup? Did you save Mallet? Thanks. I'm going to go back to the ranch saying, yeah! So Talon will head back to the ranch, and because we woke up, excuse me, and because we woke up, words will come to me, and because we did wake up a very sleepy person with the pocket cuckoo, or pygmy cuckoo, I guess I called it before, that Anju gave us, we can now, I did. I did the thing. Hey, Cuckoo looks pretty happy. He must have wakened an extremely lazy guy. Yeah, the second time we've wakened him up. You're a good Cuckoo keeper. I'll give you a rare valuable Cuckoo, if you're interested. His name is Kohiro, and it used to be my brother's Cuckoo. It's a blue body. It's quite charming. It's so cute. Since our brother is gone, it's strange, but Kohiro's stopped crowing. Do you want to keep him? Yeah. Ah, the legendary Kohiro. So, Kohiro here is the next step in the process. Now, I'm probably going to keep... I'm going to cut forward to the next part of the side quest, but what I'm going to tell you is, again, if you're going to follow along with me and do this now, have Epona. Have Epona and have planted a magic bean at Death Mountain, or over at Death Mountain in front of Dodongo's Cavern. If you haven't done that, stop following me, go back in time, plant that bean sprout, and or get Epona before you proceed forward, because you're gonna have to do stuff that's on a timer, and you won't make it if you don't do the other stuff in the interim. Anyway, I'm gonna meet you back in the Lost Woods now. Actually, something I thought I can do here is I'm gonna do something a little different. We now have bow and arrow available to us, and there's a series of creatures in the world that are called Big Poes. That's another collectible in its entirety in this world. What we're gonna do is we're gonna wanna somewhere around this area, we're gonna wanna run around Hyrule Field until we trigger a Big Poe to spawn. Do your best to shoot it twice, and get up to it, hop down, and go grab that thing in a bottle. Yes. Oh, what is it? Oh, it just puts it in a... Thanks! That's actually very nice to do for you automatically. So that's something else we will be handling in the future. I'm only going to do the one for now because capturing these Big Poes does net you a lot of money. So I'm just going to do that one for now. There are various maps you can use to help you find them, but I will walk you through that process next time as we kind of wrap up some of these in-between mission things we can do. Anyway, as I said before, but I will repeat again, now I'll meet you in the Lost Woods. Well, welcome to the Lost Woods. When you come in here, take an immediate left. And this guy is going to look a little familiar. Hi, buddy. We should get his attention. Well, the person in question went missing, and this is him. I found a chicken. Kohiro, why? Normally only a nice guy like me can tame you. Which means you must be a nice guy. You must be. Please, Mr. Nice Guy, please deliver this to the old hag at the potion shop in Kakariko Village. This will disappear if you take too long, so you gotta hurry. The Odd Mushroom. Link to the past fans will know what this thing is right off the bat. But it has a timer adjusted to it. Basically, the second is either the second you press the A button on this menu, or the second that you press, or the second you're done talking with him, whichever happens after that I press this A button, your timer starts. I think you get 4 minutes to make it back to Kakariko and to the potion shop, which is behind the tall fence. 3 minutes, fantastic. Now I'm going to tell you flat out, no, do not warp. If you take any warps while doing a timed mission, the mission will fail. It'll basically be you'll do the warp, and even though, by all logical standards, you take a minute to go through everything, the game goes, oh, you took like 30 hours, it's done. And you basically will spawn at your next location. You'll spawn at your next location with 1 second left, and then you fail. So ignore any big pose you're going to find in the field. Just make a beeline straight over to your next destination. I should have waited a little bit. It's not going to work a little slow. Well, this isn't going to be as bad. The worst part about this is getting to the potion shop. It's going to be getting to the potion shop. We've never been there, actually, so... I've never shown you how to get there or where it is normally. So, the worst part about all this is getting to the potion shop. Stop. Don't back up. Thank you, Epona. And... doesn't matter what time of day, just head into Kakariko. Now, the potion shop... we can kind of see the building in question. It is that one in the upper left there with the intricate moth pattern on it, I'll say. But we have to get on top and behind it. Thank you for the reminder. So, basically, since we're a big boy, I think we can just make this jump. We cannot make that jump. Didn't plan on this. Didn't plan very well. Oh, I know how we can get to it, though. Hook shot. There we go. That was kind of sloppy, but yeah. Drop off the side here. And this is the potion shop right here. This backside of this building. We got here with a minute to spare, thankfully. But come in here and present the odd mushroom. I guess talk to her?
What a mysterious smell. You must have something.
Yes.
That fool. He had to go into the forest. I see. Hey, give it to me now.
Sure. Don't like that.
If you see that fool, give this to him. It is the strongest medicine I have ever produced. However, this poultice will not work on a monster.
We receive the odd poultice.
They say that there is no medicine that can cure a fool. I guess that's true.
So at this point, you now have a little bit of a reprieve. You are not at any timer. You can rest a little bit. But to advance to the next part of this quest, we're going to want to head back to the Lost Woods. So I will see you back in the Lost Woods for the next part of this quest. Alright, we're back here in the Lost Woods, and I just remembered something, that we actually can't do a majority of this trade quest right now, so we're going to do up until the point where there's no longer a time constraint, but hey, there's a Kokiri child here.
That guy isn't here anymore. Except for the Kokiri. People who come into the forest end up lost. They all become Stalfos. That's why he's not here anymore. Only his saws left.
Well, he had me get this.
Except for,
Yeah, repeating this. Yeah.
this mess is made of the forest mushrooms. Give it back!
Thanks for the saw. Take it to the place marked with bleh on the map subscreen. Someone there. Oh!
Are you going to become one too?
That's what I think. Anyway. Now I'm going to go forward with this. I'm going to go forward with this quest a little bit more. Because I just remembered what half of this trade quest entails. And we are actually going to be at a stopping. Unless I break the flow of what the game intends for you to do. We actually cannot complete some of this subquest for a little bit. Or for this trading quest. But I'm still going to go to the next portion of this. But after we get the next item in the trade quest, we're going to break the trade quest at that point. So, Epona, we are going to head over to... We're going to head over to the Gerudo Desert next, which is straight across from us. Now, I might run across a big Poe around here. And I did. Now, this kind of sucks. I gotta leave the shot a little bit. Okay, that's gonna be fun to do. But yeah, I wanted to wait a little bit to do some of this big Poe hunting in the first place because I wanted a slightly bigger quiver, just to account for, excuse me, just to account for the fact that we are not gonna, or that we're gonna be missing some. Hold on, I'm waiting for a noise. Just to equate for hunting them down. Went right into the wall. That's also gonna suck. But yeah, I wanted to equate for some of this, I wanted to calculate for hunting down some of these big Poes. And having more arrows is always better to do it. Especially because you have to take 2 shots to KO them. Anyway. This is the last leg of this that I can think of. That we can do right now. But it's also going to lead us to a secondary subquest. Now, having Epona is the quickest way to, like the fastest way to do this, because this bridge is out, but you can jump it with Epona. Now, if you wait 2 dungeons, if you want to, you can wait 2 dungeons to get upgrade for, well, I'll spoil it. You get an upgrade for the hookshot later on that'll allow you to hookshot across this chasm. We can't quite do it right now, so Epona's our only way across. But anyway. Now, I didn't know this was a thing on the map subscript. Yeah, it was. Wow, I actually didn't know. Oh. I'm missing something in Zora's domain. Okay, this I didn't know was a thing. That when you're done getting stuff in certain areas, it actually just pops up a icon that says, hey, you're done getting all the gold Skulltulas in this area. That is fascinating to me. Anyway.
I'm a master craftsman. Those Gerudo thieves, they broke the bridge. I want to fix it, but all my workers are gone. They said working as carpenters isn't cool, and they want to be going to Gerudo's fortress to become thieves. Hey you, if you're gonna go to the fortress, you'd want to find out. Would you mind finding out why my workers are doing over there?
Sure, but first things first. Do you know anything about this saw?
Hey, that saw, that's mine. I thought I left the saw with my old lady. Oh well. My bigger one total broke, so I was going to go to Goron City to get it repaired. Your coming here is great timing. Will you give me that saw? Good kid, thanks. I'm sorry I can't give you something that's good in return, but take this anyway.
You get a broken Goron sword. So this is where it's gonna stop. This is where the trade quest is gonna stop for now, because unfortunately this broken sword, we can't really use it for anything. And unfortunately to progress even further, we will have 2 timed missions back to back. But to complete one part of those timed missions, I need to get something from a sub-temple that is after the next temple before I can even try and do the rest of the side quest in its entirety. So we're going to leave that be for now. But next, I think this is something we can do. I'm going to break immersion of the episode a little bit here. Yeah, I'm going to break immersion of the episode just a little bit here, but I want to look into this because I think you can get something from this guy. Okay, I went and did my research. So this running man, I'm not going to do this because it doesn't add to completion nor take away from completion. But this is just a fun minigame you can do at this point, especially if you have, especially if you have an opponent available to you. This is the running man from 7 years ago, same one. You can challenge him to a race. And basically the race is he will challenge you to a race from this spot to the entrance of Kokiri Forest. Basically, you have to, I don't know where the exact finish line is, but you basically have to, I think you basically have to enter Kokiri Forest. Now, there is no prize tied to this, to my knowledge, and from what I can dig up. But you can just race to see your fastest time, basically crossing the entirety of Hyrule. But no matter what you do, this man will always beat you. You cannot beat him, period. I tried to be cool and put the T on the end of period. Did it work? It didn't. So yeah. That is everything we can do up to this point, but we're still not going to be done doing side questy things. The next thing I want to do is we're going to do a couple of... I'm going to take an episode to do a bit of big Poe hunting and to address a gold Skulltula we couldn't get until now. Maybe one or two. But anyway, everyone, thank you all so much for watching this episode of Ocarina of Time. Come back next time when it's going to be ghost hunting time. I'll see you folks then. Take care.